Pisces, how are you today? My name is Debbie and welcome to Spirit in You. I'm new to YouTube, so I'd like to introduce myself and to let you know that I'm actually a medium. What I've done for you today, Pisces, is I've laid out a timeline of cards. So there's 8 cards that I've put out. I've also pulled out an angel card for you because I love the idea of working with angels and guides, and that's how I get my messages, so I'm very connected. I'm sure that you feel that too, actually, because I've very much been getting that whilst I was thinking about you before I shuffled my cards and put them out. So how it works for me is that I'm working with Source, so I'm getting messages from the spirit world, and I work on a one-to-one basis with people here in my crystal room, in my home, or online. I will have those one-to-one readings, which you are welcome to have with me as well, and check out the website Spirit in You, see what interests you. So you could do that at the end of the video. But for now, I've put these cards out, and what we'll do is we'll go through the cards. Quite important for me to explain to you that when I'm looking at these cards and I'm getting that feeling that they're giving me, then I'm going to interpret it the way that it feels for me, the experience that I want to pass over to you. So some of it will have a sort of traditional feel because that's what the card means, but it will also be my interpretation as it comes through for me. So with that in mind, Pisces, there'll be some of you that it doesn't resonate with. It just wouldn't be possible, would it? I'm talking to a lot of people. Obviously, if I'm with you one-to-one, then we're concentrating on just that. But when we're doing a general reading, I'd just like you to bear in mind that it is just that. So there will be messages specifically for some people, but it just can't be for everyone. But I hope that you enjoy it anyway. It would be great if you liked the video at the end of it because I'm new. To encourage me and to support me. I'd really appreciate that because I will be doing these videos for the signs from kind of here on in. I'm looking forward to that. I've done a few so far. As I say, it's new for me, so I can only get better. That's what I'm thinking. I can only get better. You know, I work with crystals as well. This is my crystal room here, part of the house, and there's a room that's just dedicated to crystals because I love them. I just love them. I scry with them. I get messages that way, and I love the energy that you get from them, the love that you feel. And if you're familiar with crystals, you'll know that they emanate an energy, as we're all an energy, and we've all got an energy field. So once you've connected with the crystal and its energy, it brings you back to where we all came from, kind of thing. It kind of grounds you. And then you can use that energy to connect to that higher plane. Well, it's how it works for me anyway. So I was thinking about you, and I thought, oh gosh, there's so many crystals that would suit you, but particularly, and this is just a little tumblestone. This is a bloodstone, which would really suit you. I love the way that feels like it's very real. It's very honest, and that's how I feel about you. I feel you very connected to spirit anyway. Almost a light worker. I mean, you couldn't get closer to spirit if you tried, and that's beautiful for you, Pisces. You know, Pisces is such a beautiful sign. You're so gifted, and I just felt bloodstone would be really right. Just this little tumblestone. Actually, my sister bought me this, and it's lovely. So, and it just feels like you. It feels gentle. It feels clarity. It feels there's a kindness. You know, I've got you sort of wrapping your arms around your friends and your family because you've got so much love to give, and this crystal feels just right for you. Isn't it beautiful? Hope you can see it okay. I'm putting that on the table. And then the other one, just a little rough, sunstone. And the reason for that is because you come from your heart, and I just thought, well, that feels right for me. I want to show them this lovely sunstone. It's that sunny disposition that you've got. It's that love that you show, and it's that gravity that I'm feeling a sense of gravity. So I know that means that people gravitate to you. They talk to you. They want to be around you, and you're fun to be with. So the sunstone really suits you. And then lastly, lastly for you was some beautiful amethyst, which I always work with amethyst, and that suits you very well because of your connection. I do have my rose quartz with me. It's a beautiful rose quartz that I have in my hand, that I have no matter what I'm doing, whatever reading, whether I'm doing it virtually, you know, I'm Skype or FaceTime, or whether I've got somebody actually with me, I always have my rose quartz for love because I'm receiving love and I'm giving love. So this is very important to me, and it sits really snugly in my hand. So this one's for me to work with but I'm sending you love with all of these crystals. So what I'll do is I'll pour down the camera for you, Pisces. We'll look at the cards and the angel card at the end. I'll interpret the way it feels for me and the way I want to deliver it to you, and then I'll have a chat to you at the end. So I hope you enjoy the reading, so kind of stay tuned while I pull down the camera and go through the reading for you. So just a moment, Pisces. There we are, that should be in focus for you. So here are the cards then, spanning the month of December for you. And we start off, Pisces, look at this. We start off with the World. It's lovely, isn't it? So that to me, when you get this card, is because I'm feeling otherworldly with you anyway. I'm feeling I'm being transported spiritually. I've got an awful lot to say and an awful lot to give. I'm starting December with a very, very positive feeling. There's lots of planetary influences coming in for the month of December for you. There's lots of fun to be had, and that's not just because it's Christmas and it's the holidays and we do celebrate with friends and family. That's because it's always around you. It wraps itself around you, and I know that you feel that in your consciousness, because you've got such an alert consciousness, so that you know that it's there. So you've got spirit very close to you and around you, and the world, when I'm feeling you and thinking about you and what's coming through, means that this is you adapting to any situation. This is you going into the month with optimism. This is you feeling very good, almost like a new beginning. Well, it's a new month and it's Christmas time coming, and then it's going to be the new year, so I'm going to tackle it head on, and I'm going to enjoy myself because I'm getting a sense of abundance with this. And I also get an abundance of laughter as well as an abundance of things. So I think there's lots of good company coming your way and lots to celebrate in lots of ways. So I want you to enjoy yourself as you start off the month, because it feels like, you know, you're going to be getting going. I've got the number 11 coming through for you, which is always, when I get given that, an angelic feel. So I know that there's a lot of love and a lot of spirit around you. I have to keep saying it because that's what they're giving me. And I kind of want to bring over my rose quartz to show that love that they give you, that you in return give to everybody that you meet. There's a real, move the table. There's a real generosity of spirit here, if you'll forgive the pun, but there really is. So you starting off the month feeling very good about yourself, looking forward to the month and all that it entails. And then moving on, and as I say, sort of this would be, you know, the first week, second week, third week and fourth week, so it's very approximate, but it is for the whole month. And here we've got the Two of Pentacles. So when I look at this card and I'm thinking of you, this is you being you. This is you transforming into that lovely butterfly. This is you showing everybody that you can fly. It shows people your wings. It shows people your ability to adapt. It also shows that you've got a keen eye for detail. And it also talks about, there are the pentacles there, so we will use that in as much as there's a money feeling to it. And it is you balancing the books and thinking about which way you're going to do things. But also, if this is in a relationship, I see you actually having a lot of fun. I see you being with your significant other and dancing and just enjoying everything. The energy is very much going into the centre of you and radiating out of you. So energy-wise, I'm feeling this being very, not forceful, but very forward-moving. So this is you enjoying yourself, feeling good and using your flair, your personality. That's in conversations, that's in the workplace, and that's in a social gathering also with your significant other, because I get a sense of, it's really lovely because the sense I'm being given is of strength. This is strength of character, by the way. There's a beautiful understanding of nature as well, and you just like being by the water, by the river, and that would figure because of your lovely watery element to you. And I've got that, and I also get the sense of you just needing to watch your tummy because you're so sensitive. It can affect your stomach, so they're giving me that. But also I'm getting a sense of, you know, things moving in the right direction, things being in conjunction with each other. So, and I know that you've got your antennae up when you're with people and when you're in the workplace, you're aware, and your antennae is only because you're super intuitive. So the radar's always on. Sometimes you forget to put your own protection up because you're so out there. So if you could remember to do that and protect yourself as well, because you're a light worker and you're light in your mind, and you're light in your flight, and you're light with others. There's not a heaviness to you. You're very forgiving and very loving. So in this particular card here, what I'm getting is you just being you, and you coming from the heart, being extremely expressive. I've got some of you deciding that you're going to, this is on a male side of course, that you'll be doing something different with your beard. You'll be wanting to go to the barbers and having a little bit of something special done with your beard, and it will be a little bit unusual because you fancy being a bit different this month, because there's a fun element coming through for you, which is, you know, where I get with your lovely sunstone here. I just see you wanting to really have some fun, and you're not worried about how how people see you. But having said that, you want to trim your beard up particularly. Here we got now the Two of Swords. So when I get this for you, Pisces, this is making me feel very good. It shows that I've got such clarity moving forward, because I'm getting two strongly, with obviously with the two here and the two here. I want to mention to you that this number 2 actually feels relevant. It also feels two people, so your significant other in your business or in your relationship, and it also talks to me about the closeness that you feel in your work and in your relationship, and the decision making that you've had to make. You don't make decisions lightly, in as much as you do think about it. There's a really strong intellect here, but you do have a tendency to just say yes when sometimes you should say no, and that's because you're just very kind and very sweet natured. But I want you to remember your centre and think about your tummy and your gut, where that brain of yours is as well, apart from just the clarity you have in your head and the lightness that you have. Just remember to be kind to you, and perhaps to say no when it's necessary. I've got you standing on your own 2 feet very clearly. I've got the sense of you moving around, enjoying yourself. There's a lot of socialising going on, and you would do that anyway, but particularly for this month, I just feel the energy going in and around and out of you and radiating out to all the people that you're with. So there's a lovely sense here of you talking things through with your partner and at work, and making the right decisions based on an intelligent conversation and based on what you know rather than what you feel, because sometimes that can be particularly relevant for you. And here we go now, sort of again, sort of second week spanning. You've got the 9 of Pentacles here, so we've got the Pentacles here as well, so 2 Pentacles coming in. In fact, we've got another Pentacle over here and another Pentacle. So we are thinking about money, we are thinking about our worldly goods, we are thinking, you know, worldly goods here, we are thinking about the material side of things and what makes us comfortable. What do we need to be comfortable in our relationship, in our workplace, and in our home particularly? What do we need to set aside to be comfortable? What sort of luxury should we treat ourselves to? Shall we make the bedroom very comfortable with lovely pillows and mattresses, and the settee and the sofa having big cushions, and just feeling a sense of comfort here? I've got you making notes on things to do with your work, making sure that you've got everything that you need written down. You've filled out your timetable, or you've filled out your timesheet, you've clocked in, you've clocked out, you've logged in your hours, it feels, for this one for you. Making sure that whoever you're working for knows what you've done in terms of hours, because that's important coming to the end of the month and payday and it being Christmas. If this is your own business and you'd be very capable of being self-employed and running your own show, then this will be you just balancing the books, making sure that you've got everything tied up and in its place and filed where it needs to be filed. So I've got you coming right into your middle here, and this is you. I'm getting the number 5 for you. And when I'm thinking of that, I'm thinking about your flair and your ability to communicate and to do a job very well. And of course, I'm getting the number 5, and it feels like some children for me. Love of children, and actually you being very good around children. So home is very important, children are very important, and how you make your home feel. So I guess that, you know, there's a sense of you doing the whole feng shui as well. You like your home to feel right. It's a place people come. So even if you hadn't tidied up, for instance, your home feels so comforting that people just want to be around you. But I've got you wanting to make a few decorational kind of alterations and moving things around so it sort of flows a bit better. Talking about flowing, the energy is very lovely here. It's got some fire in it though. There's you wanting to get on. You have been working hard at work. you have been trying to better yourself and get some money coming in, and it's showing me here that you're doing really well with that. But I am drawn to your tummy again. I just want you to be a little bit careful of not overdoing anything, and to remember to be kind to yourself. So if you do feel that, you know, you're overdoing it a little bit, maybe you're not eating at the right time, or sometimes you're overeating, for instance, just be mindful of that with your tummy, because there's a lot that goes on in your stomach. You feel a lot, so you just need to put in some really nice food for it, and be kind to your body, because there's times as well when you need an awful lot of exertion. You've got to be physically strong, so you've got to think about how you look after yourself, and just being drawn to that. But I'm getting a lovely sense of you making things happen, and you decorating, and people wanting to be around you. And I've got the sense of, you know, buying yourself a lovely new coat as well, along with your nice beard. The coat will keep you very warm. It's going to feel luxurious. Going into the third week here, again, sort of approximately, there we have the Father of Swords here. Now, this could well be you, or it could be just a male that's in your life that has got, this particular person, it could be yourself as well, has got your own propensity, for instance, has got a very, very keen eye. This person is sharp in their intellect, but is very kind. It's the sort of person that comes into your life that shows you how to do something, that shows you your flair, that shows you your entrepreneurial side, because you do have that. And often you're so busy putting other people first that you forget that actually you're very capable yourself and you've got something to say. So I've got you speaking your truth here, saying how you feel about things and cutting to the chase, but in a very nice way. This is you sort of looking back at the situation and knowing how to deal with anything that comes your way. In a relationship as well, if there's a conversation that needs to be had, it's going to be done in a very mature way, there's going to be some flair in it, there's going to be some interest in it, there's going to be a debate about it, which I get here as well with your conversation. So you will be chatting away and getting to the root of the problem and putting your point of view across and giving advice, or this other person is going to be giving you advice. And it feels very nice. It feels like there's going to be a lot of vision involved here, a lot of clarity, conversation opening up at work and in your personal life and showing you the way. And equally, you could be doing that for somebody, because you've got a lovely way of leading from the front, but in a gentle, kind manner. So I like your vision. I like the fact, don't forget to put your glasses on when you're driving at night as well, because vision's really important. Here we have now, because we've got a pentacle again, so you know we've got the pentacles here. We've got that strong sense of the material side of things. So here I'm being given that number 5 again, not just because it's on the card, because I had 5 earlier. Now, when you look at this card and you see this rose, you might think, oh gosh, that looks very sorrowful, doesn't it? And there is an element to that. There's an element of, well, I've worked really hard and I've tried really hard and I've worked in my relationship and I've put everything in. I don't seem to get anywhere. I always feel like I'm in the wings or I'm on the outside and I can't quite make things happen and I can't quite make things work. And this card shows me the energy moving through you. So this is just telling you that you will achieve that, and it's only ever a thought process. If you're in a situation where in your business it doesn't feel as if it's going as well as it should, or you aren't earning as much money as you'd like to, things always change. It's only a moment in time. If you have the conversation that we've got over here and over here, you will be able to sort the situation out. Nothing stays the same forever. It just doesn't. Everything is cyclical and everything moves. So if you do find yourself in a situation where you wish things were a little bit better, you just need to talk about it and be creative about it. How can you change this situation? How could you improve your finances? What would make things a little easier? Do you need to budget a bit better? What would help in the relationship? Do you need to talk a bit? Do you need to buy some flowers for this significant other? Do you need to spend a bit more time with them and have the conversation? I've got things getting brighter and getting better. So with this rose, I want to send you love, and I want it to come over to my rose quartz as well. There's a lot of love coming into this situation for you. So don't forget your ability to solve your own situation by digging deep and using that heightened intuition that you've got. So nothing stays the same and everything is only ever a moment in time. So moving on to your third week here, and my lovely Pisces. And we've got the Son of Wands here. So I've got a strong sense of a Sagittarian person here, the month of December, which we're going into, of course, and we will be into. So just bear that in mind. And this could be somebody coming in that really lights things up for you. A lovely fire sign. Just gets you dancing, gets you jigging, and gets you interested in something. Gets you interested, talks to you about your goals and your passions, your goals at work, your passion as in your love life as well. And I've got the number 3 coming through. So 3 being significant. Could be 3 people at work that you're talking about where you see yourself moving forward, or 3 people in a relationship, in as much as we're having a really nice time together. You, your significant other, and somebody else comes along and just makes the party burst into song and into dancing. I've got you sweeping away things that don't need to be worried about anymore. And I've got you really thinking about what you need to think about, and also speaking your truth, which I had over here. So I want you to be able to say what's on your mind when it's on your mind, to do with your work, to do with your passions, to do with your goals, and to do with your relationship. Speak up where you need to speak up. There's a sense of fun here. I want you to remember that, life isn't serious, that we need to have a sense of joy to even, continue on this journey that we're on, because it is a journey that we're on, and we need to grab the bull by the horns and enjoy ourselves. That doesn't mean throwing caution to the wind, because we've always got to make sure that we've got a roof over our head and that money's coming in and that we're in a relationship that feels right for us. But there is a sense of joy, and we need to have that. Waking up in the morning and being thankful for what we had is just a huge thing, because we are very lucky that we're here and you're very close to spirit. So I think that sense of joy is being given to you and that you will feel. So you have a good time, because this is what it feels like for me. And as we sort of approach the end of the month here, you've got the Mother of Pentacles. So this is lovely for you, because again, now this feels very much geared around all aspects of you. This is you being kind to you. This is you being extremely gentle with your friends and your family and holding what is dear to you. I've got a sense of you being very alert, being very self-assured. Excuse me. When I get this lovely earthy feel with you, I just want to ground you because of your lightness of spirit and the fact that you are a light worker. I just want to pull you back down to the earth and get you connecting with nature and water, where you love to be, and you enjoying that, walking in the woods, being by the lake or the sea, but being by water, because that's where you feel that you're most connected and you're most relaxed. So if you get any moments through the month where it gets busy and you're coming towards the end of the month and you need a little bit of relaxation, then take yourself out to nature, where you can just sit and relax and take it all in. No matter where you are in the world, you will enjoy that. You'll enjoy also just running a beautiful bath and just relaxing in it with some bubbles and some oils and candles, and just enjoying that relaxation moment. I mean, we all like to relax and take in what we've done. The energy here is absolutely beautiful. It's sublime even. I'm feeling a sense of radiance, a sense of knowing, a sense of feeling like I've achieved an awful lot, that I'm sitting there now on my seat and I'm looking around at my material gains, my life, my work and my relationships, the children, the people in my life, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. There is a lovely balance here for you when you get to the end of the month. Your life is balanced and there's a sweetness around you. So I do like this protection aspect that I'm feeling with you, with this mother here, particularly on the mother side. I like the way you are with people and the way you treat people and the way they want to be around you. There's a wonderful nurturing here, and the end of the month shows real clarity. I've got a real sense of calmness, of things feeling really good at the end of the month on a financial basis, material basis, and also on that lovely connection with people that are in your life, the way you feel about them and the way they feel about you. They really do love you and you love them. And actually, I want to just go over here to your angel card here, because it is the mother. And so we have the Mother of Pentacles here, because I'm feeling this real warmth of this connection. And there are children here, which is what I was picking up earlier. So I just pulled this card, and it's a lovely angel card, and it's just for you. It's the card that's meant to come your way. So if you would just look at that, and I'm getting the number 6 for you. And when I get the number 6 as well, I just want to give you the fact that in everything that you do in your day-to-day life, your routine, you do with love. There's a nurturing in you, and there's also a nurturing around you. I get the sense of angels being around you and watching you and guiding you. I think you already know this. If you don't, then you should be tapping into it, because this sunstone shows so much love and positivity, and so does your bloodstone, and they want to sit together, and the card wants to just rest on them like this. So I've got a sense of community, otherworldly feelings, being around people in your work and in your social life, and you really enjoying it. This is you receiving love, and this is you giving love. There's a sense of conversation here. There's a sense of love here. There's a sense of joy, really big joy. And I've got that lovely earthy feeling of you being very comfortable in your own skin, and knowing who you are as a person, and showing people your light. You shine your light, and as you shine your light, it makes other people open up theirs and shine it. So you're passing on an absolutely beautiful message to the world, to the universe, to everybody that you meet. They do feel affected by you. Some of them, sometimes they're not sure why, but it's this lightness of touch that you've got, this lightness of spirit, and this light worker, and your light shines very brightly. It's absolutely beautiful, Pisces. I'm getting Neptune coming through, and Neptune just dissolves everything and takes us straight to spirit. So I want to give you that as they give it to me. Lots of love in this reading, especially for you. So I'll probably turn the camera up now and have a chat with you. Oh, hello, there you are. Hello, Pisces. Wasn't that beautiful? Wasn't that just beautiful? So the month is looking really lovely. It starts off with the world, you know, woo, the world. You know, there's everything to play for. The universe has definitely got your back. You're on point with what you're doing. People want to be around you. You want to be around them. We've got the Pentacles coming through in terms of money. Not just the money, although the Pentacles were very strong. The material side of things, your work, your goals, your ambitions, money in the bank, that kind of thing. You doing your job well. But I'm getting a real sense of community with you, community spirit, people being around you, people wanting to be around you, that sort of playful attitude that you have, that lightness of touch, lightness of spirit, and the joy that you feel. So wake up every day, Pisces, and just feel joyful. Wake up and remember that you're here for a reason. It is a journey, and there's something that you've got to say, and there's things that you do say that people need to hear. I feel that myself, and I know that you do. So speak your truth. You'll always deliver it with love. There is no other way with you. The rose quartz is very strong in terms of the love. And I do like the sunstone, because that means you come from your heart. So bear in mind your tummy, okay? It's that sort of time of the year when it's very easy for us all to have a little bit more than we normally do, because it's party time, and it's people time, and it's celebration time, and it's sort of homes in on all the things we want to do and eat and be around and enjoy. Just be careful of your tummy, because you're a deep thinker and it does go to your tummy. So I want you to have a lovely, lovely month of December. Certainly feels like it for me. I've enjoyed this reading with you, Pisces, and I hope that you have too. Is it okay to ask you if you would like the video? That would mean a great deal to me, because I'm so new and I've just finished doing the signs now. You're my last one. You're my last and my first. You'll understand that, I think. My last and my first. And it feels very special to me. So if you liked the video, I'd be elated. And I know it sounds a bit over the top, but I would be. And if you subscribed, I don't know, I'd be floated off somewhere. So that would be great. And please check out Spirit in You and let me know what you think of the website, because that's new too. I put a little intro on there explaining how this all birthed, how this all came together. So I hope that you take a look at that, and you'll get a kind of idea of maybe just understand me a little bit more. But anyway, you're going to see me, because I should be back in January. Thank you ever so much for listening to me. It's just been such a pleasure. Well, Pisces, have yourself a lovely December. I'm sending you love.